Recall just launched its brand new 2.0 update, and this might be one of the first AI tools that I've actually used that makes me want to stop jumping from ChatGPT to NotebookLM to Notion and a bunch of other apps. Because this isn't just another chatbot. Recall lets you save the stuff you're already consuming, and it organizes them all automatically and allows you to add in your own notes. And then you can actually chat with all that information using whatever AI model you want. So instead of just opening AI and starting from zero every time, you're building a system that actually knows and remembers what you've been learning. And that's why this is so interesting. Because now that everybody has access to powerful AI, the advantage isn't just the model anymore. The advantage is going to be your context. And Recall 2.0 is basically built around that idea. So in this video, I'm going to show you what's new, how it compares to tools like NotebookLM or ChatGPT, and then I'll show you some crazy use cases that show off for you just how useful this is. Okay, so you're probably wondering exactly what changed with Recall 2.0. And at a high level, Recall is a personal knowledge tool. You have content you care about, it summarizes it, it organizes it, and then you can interact with it later, as we can see right here. But their latest 2.0 update makes this much more than a save and summary app, because now you can actually use that saved knowledge as context behind your AI workflows. And that means that Recall is starting to become less of a storage tool and more of a personal AI context layer. And this matters because tools like ChatGPT are powerful, but most of the time they only know what you type in the chat right then and there, and Recall is trying to solve that by giving AI access to the stuff that you've already been learning over time. As we can see right here, I've got tons of stuff that I've actually interacted with here. So that first new update that I want to show you is now when you come over to chat right here, we actually have agentic chat. We could see that we could type at and we could pull in any type of context right here. For example, I'm going to pull in everything under social media that I have right here. And we could see right here that we can now interact with this using Recall plus the web, just what's on Recall, or the web also. In addition to that, as we come over here, we could see that we could actually switch and swap between different models. We could choose Auto, we could use GPT 5.4, Claude Opus, Claude Sonnet, Gemini 3.1 Pro. And what this allows us to do is not only interact with everything that we have inside of Recall, it allows us to also combine the web with that to make this agentic, and we also are able to actually choose which model we want to use. So unlike tools like NotebookLM, we're actually able to choose what model we're using inside of here with all of the information and context that we have. And this is a huge win for me because I don't want to just be locked in to Google's models. And then on top of that, as we can see right here, Recall allows you to pretty much add in anything that you want here. You could add in links, you could add in PDFs, Wikipedias, you could add in YouTube videos, pretty much anything that you interact with on the internet. In addition to that, they also have a Chrome extension, which is huge because it lets you summarize things, save things, or interact with them all with one click while you're just regularly browsing the internet. In addition to that, as we could actually see, if we come over here, you are also able to actually add in all of your own notes right here. And one thing that I really like is it automatically actually goes through and tags each of your different things that you're interacting with so that it's automatically very organized right here, and we could see everything all in one go or manipulate these if we wanted to. And then for more advanced users, it also has API and MCP access, which means that you can connect your Recall knowledge base into other AI tools and other workflows and tools instead of just keeping all that context locked up in one app. Now here is where this really differs from ChatGPT and NotebookLM. NotebookLM is still powerful, but when you are inside of a project, it feels like you're just folder-based and project-based and not interacting with all of your knowledge base like you are able to do in Recall, because it's more of a lifelong knowledge system and not just one direct folder. Then similarly, tools like ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, they're amazing, but they're just amazing on their own. They're not really a long-term knowledge base. They're all just AI interfaces where Recall actually adds in a context layer. So the way I see it, ChatGPT gives you intelligence, but Recall gives you intelligence, memory, and context all from your own world. Now, before I get into those use cases, if you wanted to try Recall for yourself, I would strongly suggest you check out the pinned comment below, because you could get started with Recall for free. And if you want 25% off of a subscription, all you have to do is use code AIROB25. So now let's get to the fun part. So use case number one that I want to show you is how we could actually use this to understand anything way faster. For example, I want to learn more about the YouTube algorithm. We can see right here that there's this video. It is 1 hour and 5 minutes long that completely explains the YouTube algorithm. In fact, they interview YouTube employees in order to actually pull this off. Now what I could do here is I could come over here and I could actually add this into Recall right here. And if I click on enter right here, I'm now going to be able to interact with this. And this is going to allow me to very quickly summarize exactly what it is give me the main takeaways that are actually relevant to me, and I could actually get this to compare this to other things that I've saved on other topics. In fact, we could come over here into the chat right here, and I could get this to give me a detailed summary right here, and we could see that almost instantly this goes through and gives me the exact summary that I wanted here, so that I have all of this information. In addition to that, I can ask it, what are the 3 main takeaways from this based on everything you know about me? And it will literally go through and it will take into consideration all the memory that it has of me and give me key takeaways based on that right here. And we could see that this is now going through. It's actually searching with context, and this goes through and pulls out exactly what these things are. In addition to that, I can ask it something like, how does this relate to other things that I've looked at? For example, the TikTok algorithm, because I do have a bunch of context in here about the TikTok algorithm. For those of you that don't know, I do run another YouTube channel about how to grow on social media. So these are the types of things that I'm constantly researching and that mean a lot to me. And this actually goes through now and gives me all of the different things and goes through the pull versus push dynamics, search versus discovery, intent versus bridges, and actually goes through a summary for my strategy. Again, making this way more useful than just a YouTube video that I otherwise might have just dropped into ChatGPT and got a summary of. Now I have all this information, it lives here, and guess what? It's now has living context. So when I go to actually create something inside of a chat, for example, maybe I'm going to write a script, it actually pulls in the context of that, and it could pull in the context of the other things that I've interacted with. For example, if I come over here, I could actually pull in everything from inside of my social media tags, and I could say something like, write me a script on how the YouTube algorithm works versus how the TikTok algorithm works for 2026. And what this will actually do is this is going to use recall and it's going to use the web. I just give it access to even more information right here. And very quickly, this now actually goes through. It's taking into consideration everything that I've saved here. This current podcast that I just gave it right here. Now it's literally going through, it's writing this, and it's actually pulling in all of this information from all these different sources. I could actually check the sources that were used here. And guess what? We can now save this script as a new card if we wanted to. So when we come over to our homepage, it's incredibly easy for us to actually be able to find that. And again, this just took this from just a simple podcast to actually expanding my corpus of knowledge and to actionable things like creating a script from it that I could then make a YouTube video on. We can actually take it way further than that, because let's say that we come over to recall right here. I could actually pull up my chat. Again, I could use a social media tag and I can say something like, give me 10 content ideas that I should write articles on / make YouTube videos on based on everything I've learned lately. And now this is actually going through and this is searching for these things, and it is actually going to give me a bunch of different content ideas. And the alternative here is that we might have gone through and we might have said to ChatGPT, hey, what kind of ideas should we take into consideration? But what it's not taking into consideration is all the things that you've been learning lately, but recall does, because it has your full context. And then again, it's accessing both recall and the web right here, which is a massive upgrade. And let's say that we then wanted to go into scripting, or we actually wanted it to write these articles or something along the lines of that, and we wanted to use a specific model, we could actually go through and do that. So I'm going to say, great, I love all of these. Let's turn this into short clips. I'm going to go 35 to 60 seconds and write a blog article for each of them that is SEO optimized for my website. Now, what we just did was actually use this to call on all of our knowledge, all of the internet, given the context that it has. It actually went through and it gave us a bunch of really good ideas for content that could be created. And now, guess what I'm getting it to do? I'm getting it to actually turn this into these short form clips that I could go ahead and begin recording and writing blog articles that I could then go and publish on my website. And now just like this has literally gone through and this has created me all of these scripts. It created me all of these blog outlines right here. And we have all of this. And guess what? We could turn this into more content, turn this into a content machine, create quizzes so you could constantly learn things and stay up to date on the things that you want to do, which is great for school, or for work or just for brushing up on what you want to know. I could come over here and I could ask it things like, using my saved notes, what social media trend should I focus on? Then it will actually go through, pull those notes, and it will reference them and actually give me all the things that I should be focused on. Or if we come over here, I could ask it something like, how is alcohol going to affect my health at age 30? Any precautions I should take? And I can actually add in health and alcohol right here. Then it's going to go through, it's going to reference that, it's going to search with context also, and it actually goes through and gives me a bunch of different impacts that it's going to have. And I could even say something like, what precautions should I take? How many drinks should I aim for a week right now? And then what this is actually going to do, I'm going to come over here and fix these spelling mistakes, and this will actually go through and take action based off of all this. So again, Recall isn't just being an AI chat here, it's actually being an AI context layer because it remembers everything I've interacted with, the conversation we've had before in the past. I'm able to save my notes here, and this just makes this incredibly powerful. Like I shared with you before, now with the API and MCP access, you could just use this to power all of your other AI tools too to make everything stronger. So overall, I think Recall 2.0 is interesting because it's not just trying to be another chatbot. It's trying to become the place where your knowledge and your AI actually fit and work together. And that's a very smart direction because moving forward, it's not just about who has access to the smartest AI model. It's about who actually has the best context behind it. And if you want one tool that helps you save, organize, learn, and actually use what you consume online, Recall 2.0 is definitely worth checking out. And again, the link is at the pinned comment below. And if you want 25% off, make sure you use code AIROB25. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to see other use cases that you could use Recall for, I would strongly suggest you check out this video right here. I'll see you over there.